All right, we are testing the microphone here. If somebody can hear this, then go ahead and tweet El Commissionador, or my Twitter handle is El Commish on Twitter. Thank you.
Wilmington Hammerheads FC requests that you refrain from tossing any objects onto the field. If a game ball enters your seating area, please return it to the nearest ball retriever or to the field of play. Any spectator entering the field or interrupting play in any manner shall be ejected and subject to arrest. Wilmington Hammerheads FC thanks you for your cooperation. And, ladies and gentlemen, the referees for tonight's game.
They're introducing the referees, and I think you can hear it because it's pretty loud.
Senior Assistant Referee Ben Wooten, Assistant Referee Jude Carr, and fourth official Robert Dale. Now for the starting lineup for Chattanooga FC. Number 4, Matthew Aldred. Number 1, Christopher Baker. Number 9, Jose Perez. Number 21, Jordan Dustin. 24, Nicholas Edginton. Number 12, John Finley. Number 15, Samuel Goney. Number 14, Jack Hopkins. Number 10, Chris Oching. Number 18, Sean Ward. And number 8, Louise Trudy. And now, for your Wilmington Hammerheads starting lineup. Number 1, Larry Jackson. Number 2, Tom Parrott. Number 3, Anthony Peters. Number 4, Ashani Faircloth. Number 5, Troy Cole.
I think that was a shiny bear claw.
Paul Nicholson. Number 10, Justin Moose. Number 12, Andre Campbell. Number 14, Mark Gottleman. Number 23, Nick Zimmerman. Number 52, Brian Anunga. And 29, Christian Bossagog. And fans, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and direct your attention to the field for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, well, at least they don't play stadium music through the whole game. So here we are live from Wilmington's Legion Stadium, where we're just in time for the kickoff of the second round U.S. Open Cup game. My name is Conductor, and I am streaming the game here on behalf of Chattanooga FC. We don't have our usual setup here, so you'll notice we're doing things kind of low-tech. There is no time clock on your screen. We apologize for that, but we just couldn't fit all the equipment we needed in our overhead bag. So we're doing it low-tech. Every once in a while, I'll break in and just tell you what the time is verbally. If you can catch a glimpse of the scoreboard when I pan over that direction, then you'll notice the time that way. But otherwise, you'll rely on me and whether or not I'm being truthful. Oh, okay. All right. Throw in Chattanooga. We're in the 5th minute here. Corner kick, Chattanooga.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
That's nice that they give their crowd instructions on when to ring their cowbells. I guess some fan bases need that. In a related news, or related sponsor shout out, support remedial education. Not everyone has the same gifts.
Fans, don't forget you have the opportunity to book your birthday party at a Hammerheads match. Space is limited. You can enjoy a pizza party at Legion Stadium and appearances from Sledge and a Hammerheads player. Book your party today. Just contact our sales staff at 910-777-2111.
Deep attack by Chattanooga, smothered by the Hammerheads. We're in the 7th minute, still scoreless. Well, dramatic cross, almost gained. Yeah, and there's that. Dramatic cross by Chattanooga, almost gains a point. Turned away. We're located right by a speaker for everyone who couldn't tell. And I mean besides me, because obviously I am speaking. Good opportunity for the Hammerheads there. For a moment, it looked like Chattanooga's defense was going to turn it over in a dangerous position, but they finally got it out of there. Punted ahead by Chattanooga. Coaching can't quite get a foot on it. Foul called on Chattanooga. Oh, that's right. Wilmington has fans. Occasionally they say something.
The Wilmington Hammerheads FC Youth Soccer Camp dates and locations are now available. The next camp is scheduled for June 15th through the 19th right here at Legion Stadium. For more information and to register, just log on to our website, www.wilmingtonhammerheads.com.
And a foul called on Wilmington. We're here in the 10th minute. Score still 0-0. See if Chattanooga can do anything with it. Trying to push it ahead through the midfield. A man up the wing. Well, Wilmington not able to lock it down. Chattanooga still has a chance at it. A lot of fighting on that far side. Neither team willing to concede the physical game yet. And the goalie comes up and makes the play. I don't really have a roster, so from time to time I might just make up names for some of these players. When I mess up with the play-by-play, that is comedy. Whatever isn't funny, that's play-by-play. I will say that it's interesting that Wilmington actually has a supporter group, yet they don't seem to do a lot of singing and chanting. Deep ball into no one. Goal kick for the Hammerheads. Alright, here we go. I'm getting mic'd by this one. Yes.
Fans, you can experience the excitement of Wilmington Hammerheads FC soccer as a group. Just bring your friends, team members, club, clients, or employees out for an evening of soccer fun right here at Legion Stadium. Take advantage of our special rates for groups of 10 or more. All group sales are pre-sale only. Just contact our sales office, 910-777-2111.
And batted away by Wilmington. Sorry, I was muted there for a little bit. I was actually cautioned for partial commentating. We'll try to keep this professional. And this time Wilmington sends it into the box and no one's home. We're about to enter the 22nd minute. And we are still scoreless, which means 0-0 if you're one of our fans in Nashville. Throw in Chattanooga on the far side. Pushing it ahead. And across, too high, too far. As I mentioned earlier, we do not have an actual live running clock. You're going to have to rely on my audio cues for what time it is in the game. Also, we noticed that we got our jersey colors backwards on the scoreboard that we do have, so we'll fix that at half. But right now it doesn't really matter because both teams are 0. Some compliments from the Port City firm over there. And Wilmington is off to the races again, down the far side in a foot race. And Chattanooga is able to let it go out.
Every USL regular season and playoff game will stream live on YouTube this season. Features include DVR, chat, and social media interactivity. Subscribe for free to the Wilmington Hammerheads FC YouTube channel today.
Wilmington takes possession. Out on the far side, trying to get it into the box. Good footwork, puts it up and a collision, but Chattanooga save. That was a save worthy of Greg Hartley right there. And more compliments from the Port City firm. Sorry if the camera is a little shaky. I am also operating Photoshop with my other hand. I like to multitask. Foul on Chattanooga. Free kick coming up for Wilmington. Go ahead and slot this over so that you can see the goal. Big free kick coming up here for Wilmington. knocks it over. And Chattanooga's able to head it up. The goalie goes down. I think we're going to have a foul. Good defense there by Chattanooga FC. Again, we are in the 27th minute, still scoreless here in Wilmington. Goal kick coming from Chattanooga. Some sort of foul or something. Pass up ahead to the far side. Cleared back by Chattanooga. And Wilmington regains possession at midfield. Oh, we're off to the races here, but no, Wilmington's defense is going to be able to get out of trouble there. Good defense, Wilmington. Nice slider. Pushing that out of bounds, just like you want. Same thing there. Chattanooga not really given a chance on that throw in. Deep into the box, and the goalie is able to smother that one. 29th minute. Still 0-0 here in Wilmington. Wilmington with a nice hard shot, but it's covered by the keeper. Oops, sorry. Collision here downfield. No whistle. Play on. Now sometimes I am muting it and forgetting to turn it back on, but sometimes it's just deathly quiet here. Every once in a while you'll hear a random cowbell emanating from the audience, or what passes as a cowbell here in Wilmington. There you go, as if on cue. Chattanooga with the steal. See if they can get out of trouble here. Nope, turnover at midfield again. Wilmington with a chance. You can get a little bit of space. And not able to connect it. Cleared away by Chattanooga. Going to be a throw in for Wilmington. We're here in the 31st minute. Wilmington having the slight advantage on possessions. They're able to hold the ball a little bit longer. push it ahead.
Fans, don't forget to text SLEDGE to 79274 for your chance to win 2 premier tickets to the next Hammerheads match on Saturday, June 6th against the Charleston Battery. A premier ticket includes entry into the stadium and the premier tent for a catered meal. Again, text SLEDGE, SLEDGE to 79274 to enter to win.
Chattanooga not really able to clear that one initially. Got a little fortunate that Wilmington mishandled that. As I was saying, Wilmington has definitely had the advantage on possession here, and probably on shots as well. Offsides Chattanooga there. But when Chattanooga has threatened, they've looked dangerous. Deep ball up ahead just to see if Chattanooga was paying attention. And they were. Chattanooga trying to push ahead. Wilmington really doing a good job there, pushing them towards the sideline, not giving him an angle to get it back inside. But we may see a long throw in here into the box and see if something develops. Well, technically that was something. But we'll have a corner kick here for Chattanooga. Oh, the keeper comes out and misses it, but such a severe angle on that one, not really a good chance to head it in past him. 34th minute, still scoreless. Oh, a challenge by Chattanooga. Almost results in a Wilmington turnover. Little dribbling clinic there. Probably a preview of what you'll see at the Hammerheads summer camp. Next, I think they're going to bring out some cones and flags and just dribble around for a few minutes. Oh, a little bit of a foul there in the box. That's going to be tough for Chattanooga there. He's got an excellent chance. Let's go ahead and frame up the goal here so you can see what's likely going to be a penalty kick here. Yes? Oh. I didn't say it. I was saying that was a... All right, I'll cut it out. And he gets it through. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. And you've got a score for the Hammerheads. Again, we'll have the color stick for you at halftime, but it's Wilmington 1, Chattanooga 0. Oops, sorry. A little out of frame there.
And folks, of course, that was a Wilmington Hammerheads goal by number 23, Nick Zimmerman. Player down on the field for Wilmington. A rocket, but just wide. Can't commit to every match this season? Well, try our Flex Pack. The Hammerheads Flex Pack offers 15 undated general admission tickets to regular season matches and the flexibility to use them when you want. These packages are available online at wilmingtonhammerheads.com or by calling our sales office at 910-777-2111.
Energetic save by the Wilmington keeper there. Good attack by Chattanooga. Just good athleticism all around. And a little high. It's going to be Chattanooga possession. Out of bounds, Chattanooga. Throw in Wilmington. Throw in Chattanooga on the far side. We're here in the 41st minute. Wilmington 1, Chattanooga 0. Chattanooga pushes ahead. Takes a shot from outside, just high. Sorry about that. Quick kick by Wilmington, pushes ahead, and he's just a bit offside.
Soccer fans, we look forward to seeing everyone on Saturday, June 6th, as we welcome the Charleston Battery to Legion Stadium for the second time this season. It's beach night, and Wayne's Beachwear will be on site giving away beach bags. Plus, it's Sledge's birthday, and there will be free cake for kids in the Kid Zone. Just wide. Good opportunity for Chattanooga there after the deep turnover by Wilmington. Oops, sorry about that. Try to keep it steady here. Chattanooga bringing it down on the far side, but Wilmington's going to push it ahead to the keeper who traps it. Sends it in, and Chattanooga pushes it away and out of the side. We're in the 45th minute here. We're going to have a Wilmington corner kick. Just a reminder, I will have to mute the sound once we go into halftime, so we don't broadcast the stadium music over YouTube. Dangerous ball, but Chattanooga is able to keep the score 1-all. Sorry, 1-0. Wilmington again with the possession here in stoppage time.
We didn't really see a indication from the referee on the amount of stoppage time, but I would imagine it wouldn't be very much. There weren't a whole lot of injuries, no substitutions here in the first half. And that's it for the half. Where our score is Wilmington Hammerheads 1, Chattanooga FC 0.
And fans, it is halftime. Your score is 1. Your Wilmington Hammerheads, of course, scored by number 23, Nick Zimmerman, and 0 for Chattanooga.
All right, we are here in the second half. Wilmington kicking off with possession there. And you may have noticed I fixed the colors on the scoreboard. Way over there. There we go. Throw in Chattanooga. Nice. That's going to hurt in the morning. Mishandled out of bounds there. Chattanooga with a chance to try the counterattack. Can't quite handle the header there. Wilmington take possession.
At halftime for Wilmington Hammerheads, number 16, Stefan DeFrager, for number 5, Troy Cole.
Foul called. Looks like we're going to have a free kick for Chattanooga. Backing them up just a little bit. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Sorry. There you go. With all the trouble I was having in the first half, didn't get a chance to do any sponsor reads. One thing you may notice that with our scoreboard, one thing I did get right was I was able to put our sponsor Belhaven University on the scoreboard. Continuing education at the Chattanooga or Dalton campus. You can learn more about Belhaven University online at Belhaven/Chattanooga. I'm sorry, that's backwards. Let me start over. You can learn more about Belhaven at Chattanooga/belhaven.edu. Good run by Wilmington, turned away. Looks like they're going to get a corner. Frame that shot up a little better there.
Fans, before the Battery returns to Legion Stadium, our Hammerheads will be playing them at Blackbaud Stadium on Saturday, May 30th. So join us at Carolina Ale House in Wilmington to watch the team live on the road while enjoying good food and drink.
Oh, a bit of a scrum there. Chattanooga finally able to kick it away, although I think the referee stopped play. Maybe a goal kick, Chattanooga. Port City Firm with some vocal exercises over there. Yep. Quick throw in by Hammerheads. Ooh, fight for the ball. Hammerheads win it. Taking it up. Gonna try to push it into the box. Can he get it back over? Nope. Just lost the handle on it. Couldn't get the cross back inside. As you can see from the scoreboard, we are in the 44th minute. With Wilmington still in possession of the 1-0 lead. Oh. Chattanooga called for the foul there. An otherwise good chance. Booted away by Chattanooga, out of bounds.
If you're interested in attending the away match against the Charleston Battery but want to avoid the hassle of driving, well, you can join the Port City Firm. They've organized a bus trip that will depart from Legion Stadium promptly at 1 p.m. on May 30th and arrive to Blackbaud Stadium prior to the match, returning to Wilmington following the game. Cost is just $40 a person. For more details or to join, contact portcityfirm@gmail.com. Again, that's portcityfirm@gmail.com, or send a message on their Facebook page.
You know, you could just send them a message on their Facebook page if you didn't want anything from them. That'd be the neighborly thing to do. They get lonely sometimes. Handled well by the Wilmington keeper. Keeping the score Wilmington 1, Chattanooga 0, here in the 53rd minute. An emphatic whistle for a foul. Reaches into his pocket and out comes a card. So, I think that evens us up in terms of cautions. Well, no, Chattanooga did have that penalty in the box, so. No shortage of dissension there from the supporters group. Pushed ahead by Wilmington. Let's see what Chattanooga's defense can do. Well, I'll get to see it. If I don't put the camera on it, you won't get to see it.
Wilmington caution, number 23, Nick Zimmerman.
Alright, that zoom was a little too fast. I apologize. Oh, turned away by Chattanooga. It's going to be a throw in for the Hammerheads here. Quick throw in for the Hammerheads here. A little creative kick ahead there by Wilmington. Oh, no, nah. What I meant was, everything's fine. Whoa! Right idea there. Just couldn't quite make the connection. Hammerheads will probably do another quick throw in. There you go. No sense wasting time if you know what you're going to do. Pushing it ahead. Let's see if he can get clear. Some nice footwork. Can he get the angle? Nope. but they're still going to pressure Chattanooga. Good attacking by Wilmington. Chattanooga barely able to keep it out of danger. Not sure who that throw in was to. Pass ahead.
Memorial Day is this weekend, and Whole Foods has a bundle deal that you can't refuse. 4 chicken breasts, a fresh fruit tart, and 1.5 pounds of smoked mozzarella pasta salad, all for only $20. Offer is valid May 22nd through 25th.
Pushed it high. Oh, let's get it back in the shot here. There we go. Offside flag up for Chattanooga. And a misconnection there by the Hammerheads, turns the ball over. Chattanooga sending a man up, trying to get the counter going. He's onside, see if he can get it back inside to someone. And I think that's a score, folks. We've just evened things up. Excuse me while I go over here to the scoreboard for that graphic number 11. And there we go. Just like that, we're tied at 1-1. Here in the 60th minute, the score is tied 1-1.
And folks, that was a Chattanooga FC goal, number 10, Chris Oching, assisted by number 16.
Oching. I believe that's the proper pronunciation. Oh, goodness, I'm sorry. I was looking at the graphic to make sure I had the right one up. I do. We do want to remind people that there is a 30-second delay between the what happens on the field and what you see online on YouTube. So sometimes when I make a change, I won't realize it for about half a minute there. Also, for those of you following along on Twitter as well, you'll notice updates and scores will come in just a little bit before the action does. So it gives you a chance to see it happen. All right, there's the ball there.
Wilmington substitution, number 17, Cody Arnaud for number 14, Mark Gottleman.
We'd also like to point out that since we are streaming through YouTube Live, we have turned on the DVR feature of YouTube. So if there is a portion of the action that you missed, you can always rewind the playhead at the bottom there, go back to a point like, I don't know, maybe a few minutes ago when a certain team scored, and then you can catch back up on the action by hitting the Go Live button on your playhead.
Fans, your Wilmington Hammerheads will be making an appearance at both the Music on the Town and Mayfair Concert Series and Downtown Sundown on Friday, June 5th. They've got some awesome giveaways, so take your family out for a Friday night to enjoy some live music and lots of fun.
Well, since we have an injury on the field, now would be the perfect time to mention one of the Wilmington Hammerhead sponsors, the Wilmington Dermatology Center. And one can only hope that they give free consultations to the team because they just got burned a couple of minutes ago.
And fans, don't forget you have the opportunity to book your birthday party right here at a Hammerheads match. Space is limited. You can enjoy a pizza party here at Legion Stadium and appearances from Sledge, plus a Hammerheads player. So book your party today. Just contact our sales staff at 910-777-2111.
Also, if this were in Chattanooga, now is the time when you would be hearing the Chattahooligan singing, "In My Mind, I'm Scoring on Carolina." Did you just see the first goal? Can't you just see the second goal? Ain't it just like a shot of mine to hit the net behind? Yeah, I'm scoring on Carolina in my mind. Or something like that, I don't know. Still have an injury down on the field there. Wilmington player number 29. I think we're going to elect to play on here. I think Wilmington will play a man down just so they have some time to see what's happening with their man and decide if they want to make the substitution. A bit of a reckless challenge there by Chattanooga. A whistle and it's coming back the other way. Or not. Maybe it was a reckless challenge by Wilmington and Chattanooga's got it. I had a 50-50 chance with that. Chattanooga sending it ahead on the long ball. Hey, it worked once before. Sometimes you can overthink these things. Oh, there goes the ball. Gosh, I'm sorry. I was checking everybody saying, gosh, how funny El Conductor is on Twitter. So it's really your fault, not mine. Chattanooga pushing it ahead. Had a good shot, but pushed wide, and that wasn't really a good shot. So there, that wasn't biased. I was both complimentary and derogatory towards the same team. It is worth mentioning that normally when I film these, I have a crew of 3 people helping me out. But tonight I'm having to do a little bit of everything. So we'll just blame it on that. Again, it's worth mentioning that, well, actually I've never mentioned it. Well, I've mentioned it to myself, but y'all weren't around for that. The winner of tonight's game, be it either Chattanooga or Wilmington, will host the Atlanta Silverbacks NASL team at whichever home wins. So Atlanta will be visiting the winner of tonight's game next week on Wednesday night. Obviously, if it's Chattanooga, we'll be streaming that game. If it's Wilmington, well, who knows? Throw in just to the left of your screen. Trust me, it was beautiful. Also, with us not having our full equipment today, we're not able. Oh my goodness. What I meant by "oh my goodness" wasn't a biased reporting. I was just thinking ahead of how I haven't done any reads for U.S. Soccer, which is a requirement of streaming tonight's game. If I get a free second, I might reach over to the table and see if I can find that paperwork and make a read. But basically, it just talks about how awesome U.S. Soccer is, how great the Open Cup is, and it gives a web address for you to follow all the news on the Open Cup, and it's something like opencup.com, but don't quote me on that. And it just says you can go there for all your action, or Open Cup action. Your private action, you could have to go to Craigslist or something. Corner kick, Chattanooga. Let's see, we are in the...
Don't forget the Wilmington Hammerheads FC Youth Soccer camp dates and locations are now available. The next camp is scheduled for June 15th through the 19th right here at Legion Stadium. For more information and to register, be sure to visit our website, wilmingtonhammerheads.com.
Very robust corner. Eventually controlled by Wilmington. As I was saying, we are in the 69th minute. Sorry. There we go. It's clear. And the ball is in the frame. It's the little things that get you happy in life. Referee missing a golden opportunity to jump in and play a few minutes. Not sure if Wilmington is still down a man, but he could have helped out there. Just saying. He probably still has a little bit of life left in him. We only have about 20 minutes. I mean, the guy doesn't look that old. And here comes the ball into the stands. Almost hitting the mascot. Sledge, I think is his name. Sledgehammer. Head. Cross in. Oh, goodness. Couldn't make a connection. Wilmington defender in there to break it up. And the ref whistle makes it all mute anyway. Kind of a tense moment right now. I mean, you can feel that either team could break this open. And it's likely that if either one of these teams scores again in the second half, you're going to see them kind of pack it in and just play this one out, because this has really been, at times, a very sloppy game where both teams have had some chances just due to turnovers, deep turnovers. Although this is a nice run, but then he loses the handle on it. Nice run, loses the handle on it. But yeah, as I was saying, whichever team goes ahead here late, probably going to pack it in, and that'll likely be your victor. Throw in by Chattanooga. Down the far sideline. Gets through. Is that Oching? Some sort of whistle. Ball probably went out of bounds as he was trying to get it back in with his knee, I believe. So Wilmington with the ball going the other way. Flag comes up. Possession, Wilmington. Possession, Wilmington. Oh.
And Hammerheads fans, remember the summer package is back this season. The mini package includes admission to 4 games for the price of only 3. Opponents are all new clubs to USL this season, and the package includes all games between July 1st and August 22nd. Visit our website, WilmingtonHammerheads.com, to purchase the package.
Well, apparently it was a throw in much to the left. Wilmington has definitely had more threats on goal, and yet the score is still tied 1-1. Keeper comes out, punches it back ahead. Wilmington's going to reset and try it again. There was a threat of rain tonight, but you can feel the humidity, but it's actually been a fairly clear night. Substitution here for Chattanooga. This is where the midweek game can really wear on you. Wilmington actually doesn't have a game this coming weekend, so they can kind of go all out, and they know they've got the full week to rest, whereas Chattanooga has a game at home against the New Orleans Jesters. We'll be streaming that game live, hopefully a little bit more professionally than what we've done tonight. And when I say we, that's the royal we. I'm really just talking about myself.
Chattanooga FC substitution, number 22, Kenneth Cocker, for number 15, Samuel Godey.
I was going to say that, but I didn't want to steal her thunder. Flag up. Ball out of bounds. Possession, Chattanooga. Well, Chattahooligans will remember last weekend. The game ended 1-1, went into overtime, both overtimes, no one scored. So we went into penalty shootouts where Chattanooga keeper Greg Hartley was the hero of the game. Greg recorded 2 saves in the penalty kick and then put in Chattanooga's 5th kick to guarantee the win. Greg isn't with us tonight. He had a personal commitment. So we'll see how things play out later. We're just about to enter the 76 minutes. There you go, some basic math. And our score is still 1-1. Chattanooga's number 2 goalie here, I can't remember his name because I'm shallow like that, but he's actually gotten some playing time in some games earlier this year. He came in midway through the second half against Georgia Revolution in that first game. And so he has seen some playing time this year. And he's also just a big guy, which, you know, when all else is said and done, you know, you kind of have to root for the big guy. Again, I don't know his name, but you guys are in front of the internet. You can just look it up on ChattanoogaFC.com. Ball pushed ahead. No one there to get it. Chattanooga lets it out. Goal kick, Chattanooga. Uh, 77th minute here. Gonna have a goal kick, Chattanooga. Earlier I had mentioned that Greg Hartley's not here tonight. That's one of the interesting things about the U.S. Open Cup. Hosting is so very important, particularly when you're when it involves an amateur club. A lot of these players have full-time jobs in addition to their soccer commitments. So for a midweek game where they're having to travel more than just on a day trip, it is often kind of hard to get your starting 11 to travel away on a Wednesday night. So.
New to Legion Stadium this year, we have field seating. You can get a true experience with on-field seating right here. Seats are limited per match. Entry into the premier tent for a catered meal is also included. These tickets are available through pre-sale only. Contact our sales office at 910-777-2111.
Frankly, though, every seat in Legion Stadium is a good seat. You have a great view of the action, so for what it's worth. We're very complimentary of how well they treated us. As soon as I arrived at the stadium, the staff here, very friendly, whisked me straight up to the press box here, gave me everything I needed, and you can tell that they're really very hesitant every time they have to caution me about being biased. They really don't want to do it, but they know they have to. So, hats off to them. I know we give them a lot of, oh my goodness. Well, I don't know how that didn't go in. You guys have a better view than I do, because I'm staring at a 3-inch screen here, but everything tells me that should have gone in, but it didn't. And so we'll play on. Score still tied 1-1 in the, just entering the 79th minute. So yeah, as I was saying, we're certainly complaining a lot on Twitter and online, but truth be told, the staff here has been very friendly, and this is a great place to come to. So I encourage, when we inevitably play them again next year, you know, should we have to travel here again, you should consider coming to Wilmington. I mean, they have a beach. That's pretty cool. It'd be nice just to hear some more cowbells. Oh, dangerous cross. Chattanooga can't quite get it. Oh my, well, that would be the mirror of what we just saw on the other end. Wilmington having every chance. The goalie, it got out of his grip, and the player had a foot on it, but just couldn't quite get it in there, and then the defense was able to clear it away. Very frustrating. As I said, at times this has been a very sloppy game tonight. Wilmington definitely with more chances, but again, the score is still tied. In addition to Belhaven, one of the other sponsors that we have...
Hammerheads fans, you can experience the excitement of Wilmington Hammerheads FC soccer as a group. Just bring your friends, team members, club, clients, or employees out for an evening of soccer fun at Legion Stadium. Take advantage of our special rates for groups of 10 or more. All group sales are pre-sale only. Just contact our sales office at 910-777-2111.
Back and forth by the goalie there, trying to fake out the cameraman, but I am a seasoned veteran. As I was saying, in addition to Belhaven University, one of our sponsors this year for the streaming is the Chattanooga Brewing Company. In fact, we have some folks back home at a watch party in the Chattanooga Brewing Company. Now, typically, we would have a picture-in-a-picture display.
Chattanooga substitution number 17, Luke Winter, for number 10, Chris Oching.
This is the point where the Chattahooligans would be saying, "Winter is coming." Anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted.
And Chattanooga FC substitution once again, number 7, Leo DeSmit, for number 14.
Sometimes you can overthink these things. Yes, we have another sponsor. It is Chattanooga Brewing Company. There is a watch party at home right now. Normally I would put that in a picture, but I don't have my full setup here tonight. Just why? Yes. Huh? Why not? What now? So anyway, as I was saying, the picture-in-the-picture, we don't have that capability just yet, but I can actually pull it up on my laptop, and if we score again, I'll try to whip the camera over there so that the folks back home can see themselves. Deep cross in, collected by the Chattanooga goalie. Throw in for the Hammerheads. Zoom out a little bit so I can do something with my other hand here. Sorry about that, but I've got to make a phone call to somebody important. Turnover by Wilmington. Turnover by Chattanooga. Through ball ahead, and Chattanooga's able to bump him off the line. It's going to be a goal kick.
And fans, don't forget to text SLEDGE to 79274 for your chance to win 2 premier tickets to the next Hammerheads match on Saturday, June 6th against the Charleston Battery. A premier ticket includes entry into the stadium and the premier tent for a catered meal. Again, make sure you text SLEDGE, that's SLEDGE, to 79274 to enter to win.
Chattanooga pushing it ahead, takes a shot. Keeper is equal to the task. I have to talk to Reed about something that I don't want y'all to hear, so I'm going to mute the camera. All right, we're back here. There's a player down. We have an injury, and being helped off the field there. Oh, camera's sliding a little bit. I gotta lock that down. There we go. All right, I think we're back live. And we're going to have to kick in here, the goal kick. Push it ahead. Jump ball. Won by Wilmington. Earlier tonight, I had the honor of meeting some of the Port firm. I'd like to give a little shout out to Josh Dillinger. He was interested in doing the trading of scarves, so I brought a Chattahooligan scarf with me, and Josh brought up a Port City firm, and we traded scarves. So we just wanted to give a little shout out to the SG here for that show of brotherly love. We appreciate that. And we'll be sure to get that scarf to its rightful owner. I believe Jonathan Young wanted to make that trade. I'll zoom in a little bit. We're going to have a corner kick from Chattanooga. Very high. Wilmington seems to have a little bit of a height advantage inside, so not completely unusual that Chattanooga is going to try to go outside a little bit with some of those corners. Basically, in a game like this, you're probably better served with putting it just outside of reach, not let the goalie really get a chance at it, and just hope for the best. Normally in the NPSL, Chattanooga has a pretty good height advantage on a lot of teams, and so you'll see that that corner sequence go a little bit differently in league play. And we got another throw in here. Ooh, a little too high. Loss of possession for Chattanooga. Ref just giving a little warning about walking that ball up a little too far. We'll reset here and have a free kick back across the field. Wilmington's going to try to matriculate it up through the midfield. Nice little move there. Tiny dancer. Dancer for money. Any old music will do. Look at this. Oh, he goes down. No whistle, play on. It's a nice move. Man on. No warning there from the teammate. Chattanooga needs to work on that communication. Pushes it outside. I think we're going to have I think it's a throw in. Might be a corner. I think it's a throw in though.
And time is now being kept on the field. There are 4 minutes of stoppage time.
I was going to say that, but you beat me to it. Wilmington with a good chance here. Sends it across. Got his toe up under it, lifted it up too high. Wow, really good chance for Wilmington there. Hammerheads don't want to go into extra time with Chattanooga. They just want to kind of close this one out and go home. Chattanooga with a goal kick.
Fans, if you can't commit to every match this season, then no worries. You can try our Flex Pack. The Hammerheads Flex Pack offers 15 undated general admission tickets to regular season matches and the flexibility to use them when you want. These packages are available online at wilmingtonhammerheads.com or by calling our sales office at 910-777-2111.
Push ahead by Chattanooga, but to no avail. Wilmington's able to clamp down, but of course Chattanooga steals it again. pushed ahead and turned away. Very deep clear. Going to be possession for Wilmington. Throw in. Chattanooga doing a lot more challenging here in the midfield in the second half. Probably has something to do with some of those substitutions we saw earlier. Some of the starters from last year getting put in midway through the second here, giving a little bit of life. Chattanooga coach Bill Elliott probably resting them because we do have that league game on Saturday against New Orleans. High cross out of bounds. All right, now that is creative. I enjoy that. I will applaud that. They are doing the Addams Family theme over there. I will applaud any pop culture reference by the SG. Challenged by Chattanooga. Pushing it up in the midfield. We haven't seen Chattanooga be able to really hold on to it in the midfield. Most of their attack has come from either counters or long balls. And that was a rare attempt at taking it right through the middle. And one that worked, at least partially. We've seen about 2.5, maybe 3 minutes elapse here in overtime or stoppage time. Score still 1-all. We are dangerously close to 2 extra periods, so you're going to get your money's worth tonight, folks. That also means more El Conductor. There you go. Now, you know, I don't really have a overtime graphic, so I'm just going to leave the scoreboard up on that. And
fans, we are going into overtime.
I'm going to go ahead and mute it just in case they start playing some music again.
Stay for their
All right, we're back for the start of the first overtime period. We'll have two 15-minute periods. Regardless if the first overtime ends and we're not still tied, we will still go into the second overtime period. And then after that, if it's tied, then we will go into penalties, something Chattanooga is very familiar with. I'm going to pull back a little bit because I'm trying to prepare some graphics here. Wasn't really anticipating this one going into overtime. So you guys can see it. Chattanooga loses the handle. Wilmington's going to have possession here. Check over here, make sure that everything looks good on the stream. It does. All right. We'll zoom back in here. First we'll kick the tripod and then we'll zoom in. A few people don't know that's good luck in streaming is to kick the tripod occasionally. Learn something new every day. Good control by Chattanooga, taking it up, and the defense clamps down. Pass ahead, out of bounds. Please, Hammer, don't hurt him. And a throw ahead to nobody. It's going to pass through the back line. And the goalie will have another free kick. Both goalies getting a lot of work out on that free kick position. Seems like both teams are taking a tactic of just pushing it ahead, hoping for the best, letting the defense create that opportunity more so than handling skills by the offense. Corner kick for Wilmington. Basically, Chattanooga just got in trouble there and just decided to stick a leg out, keep that cross from ever happening. Chattanooga putting a lot of faith in the big goalie here. Uncontrolled header out of bounds. Goal kick, Chattanooga. Hot and muggy night here in Wilmington. Forecast called for about anywhere from 30 to 50% chance of rain. Has not rained yet, knock on wood. We're into the 5th minute of the first overtime. Score still tied, 1-1. Chattanooga turns over, and Wilmington turns it over. And Chattanooga, wow, getting a little fancy there, but turning it over. Well, there's boring ways to turn it over and there's fancy ways. That was actually neither because we kept possession. High toss in. See if Chattanooga can do anything with it. Ooh. Well, if he could have turned his body about 30 degrees, that would have been an excellent cross. As it was, just, you know, got a little caught up in the Earth's rotation there. Both teams looking a little more sluggish than we saw in the first two periods. Here in the Open Cup play, you only get, I think you only get the traditional 3 subs, I believe, which is a good deal less than what Chattanooga's used to in league play. In the oh my goodness, that was very close. That was the right idea by Wilmington, just couldn't quite connect. In league play, Chattanooga typically will get 7 subs in the at the NPSL, so having a far less number to work with here. Again, the NPSL, like the PDL, both share the 4th tier of the U.S. pyramid, U.S. soccer pyramid, that is. Both are development leagues, so they're going to have a lot more substitutions with the ability to get more players in, more playing time, because again, this is primarily a summer league for most of these players who are college players during the other parts of the year. So they're able to get that extra summer work, and with that you want to have a lot of substitutions so you can rotate in a lot of guys. Also, both of those seasons on the 4th tier are highly compressed seasons, taking up about 16 games within a span of 3 months, 2.5 months, 3 months. So again, you're going to need a lot of players just to make it through that and reduce the amount of injury. Chattanooga going to take a free kick here. We mentioned earlier that this game is a rematch of last year's second round U.S. Open Cup game where Wilmington actually traveled to Chattanooga. That game was 1-1 for the longest time, and then Chattanooga pulled ahead with a Luke Winter header, and Chattanooga would later go on to add another to that and win that game 3-1 in a downpour last year. With that win last year, Chattanooga was the first NPSL team to defeat a professional squad in the U.S. Open Cup. So there was some concern this year that Wilmington would certainly be looking for revenge. And from what we've seen, they seem to be. Chattanooga definitely not able to catch them off guard like they did last year. And yet, still equal to the task so far. Our score is 1-1 as we move into the 10th minute of overtime number 1. Ball kept in play, but Wilmington's going to possess it. Chattanooga was hoping for a foul there, but the ref says play on. Chattanooga with a challenge. Can he get it? He kind of has it. If he can get it ahead, we're going to have a shot here, it looks like. Very gentle shot. Very gentle. Sultry even. Wilmington with the counterattack. Pushing it ahead to, yes, there is a person there. He's going to cross it back in, and Chattanooga's going to let that one, or punch that one out. Make Wilmington throw it in. And again with a quick throw in. Something the Sharks are becoming known for tonight. Lots of quick throw-ins. Well, the longer this game goes on, you got to think that there's going to be more pressure on the professional team to put away these amateur kids. This is actually Chattanooga's third U.S. Open Cup game that has gone into extra time. In fact, all of the away games that Chattanooga has played in the U.S. Open Cup have gone into extra time. One of those has gone into penalty kicks. The other one we don't know about. Perhaps tonight will be the second time. So all that to say that Chattanooga acquits itself quite well in the Open Cup. Even when they don't win, they put up a really good fight. Hammerheads with the corner.
All right, guys, let's hear those cowbells.
Chattanooga clearing it out. We're going to have another Hammerhead throw in. I bet it goes really fast. One Mississippi. There you go. Before even one Mississippi. It's not all biased commentary, folks. Sometimes El Conductor can actually give you some good information. Corner kick for the Hammerheads in the far post, or far corner, far flag. I'll get it right eventually. It's a long evening. Oh my goodness. Well, there's that height advantage working against them. Both of those headers just too high. Well, sometimes you just can't find the handle on it. Pushes out to the side. That's going to be a Chattanooga throw in. Saved a corner. See if we can toss this one deep into the box. Well, again, Hammerheads have that height advantage. He probably won't try that. Or if he does, it'll probably not work. Chattanooga with the other throw in from the other side. Lofts it in there and drops dangerously. My goodness. And that's the end of our first period, overtime period here. Score still 1-1. All right, we're into the second overtime period. The score is still 1-1. Any scores from here on could decide this game. Of course, earlier scores could have too, but I think you know what I mean. We're so close to the end here that if we finish at the end of overtime 2 and we're not tied, then that's a game. If we're still tied, we'll go to penalty kicks. And frankly, I would have to give Wilmington a slight advantage on that. Chattanooga playing with their second goalie here. Again, Greg Hartley did not travel with the team this time, had a personal commitment. We wish Greg all the best. We hope you can read between the lines on that. I'm secretly blaming Greg for that one goal that went in. And I'm not too proud to admit it. Ref points in the Chattanooga direction there. Going to be a throw in Chattanooga. A little too far out to get it into the box. So we'll drop it short, see if we can set up for something. High curving back out. Jumps for it, goes over the back. And a quick goal kick. Some urgency now on the part of the Hammerheads. See if we can push through here in these last 15 minutes. One of these teams is going to get some opportunities, you can guarantee it. This has been a very sloppy first overtime period that we just had, and it looks like we're getting a sloppy overtime period of the second. Someone for the Port City firm, apparently listening into YouTube, echoing my comments. I'll mention that everything on tonight's broadcast is probably copyright of the U.S. Soccer, so I think you'll have to get their permission even if you're going to rip me off. All right, it's really hard when they're kicking it back and forth, back and forth. Sorry about the jumping around there, folks. Pushes it up. Let's see if they can get it inside the box. Nice turn. Pushes it ahead. You're getting your money's worth, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the drama. Push it ahead in a long ball, and no one is there. So Wilmington will reset. Looks like they're going to take it easy at least for a little bit. Try to push it through the midfield. Chattanooga conceding the midfield, so that wasn't that hard. They're up in scoring position if they can just cross it in. And Chattanooga is able to chest it away and now clear it for good. And we're playing kickball here. Wilmington's going to settle and load up and try again. Chattanooga with the push ahead, the turnover and pushing it ahead. Going to try the counter here, one-on-one, and can't control it. Very high, very high. And a quick restart here on the goal kick. You can tell everybody's getting anxious. In a sloppy game like this, the next team that scores is probably going to end up winning it all. Oh, a little bicycle kick attempt. But Chattanooga able to get it away, keep it off that foot. Pushed ahead. Don't see a flag. Oh, a little too high. Sorry about that shaky camera work. I was trying to adjust the up and down axis while panning. Sorry about that. Luke Winter almost got a good foot on that. Pushed it just too high. Wilmington goal kick pushes it ahead. Luke is up, stretching out. Not getting any younger, Luke. This is the point where in Chattanooga they're probably chanting, "Winter is coming." A fan favorite there whenever Luke Winter has that dangerous attempt. Oh, hard takedown, hard takedown. We're here in the 7th minute of the second overtime. Chattanooga's about to get a free kick here from about...
Wilmington caution issued to number 12, Andre Campbell.
Now would have been the right time for me to say, please, Hammer, don't hurt him. Sorry. I said it too early. Very high, very high. It's moments like that where you miss having Thibaut Charmé on the team. Thibaut Charmé was a starter for Chattanooga FC most of the past 2 years. Last season, Thibaut was generally the Chattanooga striker who would take those free kicks. Actually, I think he played midfield most of the time. But he would take most of those free kicks. Had a really good foot on him that he could get it in there. was able to hook in a few, I think, last season on some teams. Tebow is actually graduated from West Alabama. We wish him all the best. He's actually going to be playing professional in England, I think, somewhere. We wish him all the best. Just a little offside, but they did not call it. Oh. All right, he looked like he was offside. The flag did not go up, but he pushed it wide anyway. We're going to have or the goalie actually deflected it wide, so we're going to have another Chattanooga corner kick. Let me see if I can frame this shot a little better. You can just see the man over there lining up. Looks like Leo DeSchmidt taking that corner. Hooking it in. Oh, wow. Well, Chattanooga has certainly had their chances. If they end up going away with a loss tonight, it won't be for lack of having chances. Just can't keep the ball down. So we got another Chattanooga corner in the box, very deep. Looks like Wilmington's going to push this away. Good clear by Wilmington. Man on, pass back. Goalie's having to come way out to get that one. Sorry. Both teams here getting a little sluggish. Whichever team's able to give it that extra effort here at the end, are we going to walk home the winner? We're in the 10th minute of the second overtime. We'll have about 5 more minutes. We did have some stoppage time, I believe. Maybe that was the last overtime. It all blends together here. But we've got about 5 more minutes of regulation, of stated overtime. Wilmington with a good chance here. He's got a little bit of distance, but pushes it out. Or Chattanooga forces it out. We're going to have a corner by Wilmington. This is going to be one of their best chances of the evening. Everybody's getting tired. It's just a little harder to jump up and bat that ball away. But a good header by the Chattanooga defense. Keeps the score even. Wilmington retains possession. Going to try to load it up. Pops it inside the box. Chattanooga heads it out again. And now Chattanooga's off to the races. Well, shut down by Wilmington. The counterattack was a big part of Chattanooga's game last season. Of course, the makeup of this year's team has really changed since last season, so it's sort of still to be determined what sort of attacking offense this Chattanooga team is going to have. Foul on Chattanooga. We're going to check that man out. We'll just pan over the midfield while the ref looks at him. Gives everybody a chance to rest. We're here in the 11th minute. Oh, my lovely wife has just told me that apparently Wilmington is playing with their backup goalie as well. So I shouldn't be too hard on our goalie situation or on Greg Hartley for not being here tonight. Those were her words, not mine. I'll let you know in about 30 minutes whether I still blame Grega. Oh my goodness, look at this. If he can get some space, well. And that elevation problem seems to be affecting Wilmington as well. Oh, it's just a hot, muggy night, and I'm only up here in the scoring box. You can imagine how uncomfortable it must be down there.
Go Hammerhead!
Wilmington wins possession, but Chattanooga is trying to stifle them there. See what we got. miscommunication on the part of the Hammerheads, and the goalie's able to collect that. Well, it's not just your knees that go when you get tired, folks. It's also harder to concentrate. You take a few things for granted. Maybe you don't do as good a job of communication. Maybe you say some things you shouldn't about the team that's graciously allowing you to stream from their home field. You know, we've all been there, folks. Somebody in the fans offering beers. Chattanooga possesses, see if they can get some open looks. And the defender's able to beat him to the ball. Chattanooga booms it ahead to no one. Sorry, kind of looking up at the sky there. Just wanted you to see what a clear night it was. A little offside, just a little offside. I was zoomed in a lot. You probably couldn't tell. He was very offside. We're in the 15th minute here. We'll probably have about a minute of overtime, stoppage time, just because I don't think the ref wants to go into penalties any more than we do. Trying to draw the foul, wasn't able to. Gives up possession to Wilmington. They're going to make another run here. Chattanooga defense is back. Let's see if he has space, he might be able to get it to an open man. And just why. Quickly! My wife is telling me that they're not technically called penalty kicks, but, well, I'll explain in a minute. Apparently the Hammerhead fans just arrived. Perfect! And that's our time here in the second overtime. So now we go into penalty kicks. Of course, my wife is telling me that they're not called penalty kicks. By people in the know, they're called kicks from the mark. To which I say, how do you know which one is mark? Ba-dum-bum. Well, typically in these situations, you have an obvious goal that you would want to shoot penalty kicks into based on where your supporters group is. With the layout of this field, you don't really get an advantage like that in one way or the other. Now, undoubtedly...
And fans, the game will now go into penalty kicks.
Now, some fans will undoubtedly try to sneak down behind the goal. By regulation, you're not really allowed to be directly behind the goal on the field like that. So, All right, the fans are moving down to the end. As I was saying earlier, that you're not allowed to put fans directly behind the goal in this situation unless there's already seating there. It really is just a mano-a-mano situation. That's the way John Wayne would have done it. We're actually going to clear out the scoreboard here. And because at this point the points don't matter, or previous points don't matter, it's all from here on out. One for Chattanooga. Let's see if I can get this in before we have to update it again. Now's the point when you would jump around if you were here, if you were a Hammerheads fan. Sometimes they have to give audible clues. And now Wilmington will take their chance on their second kick. We want to thank everybody for watching. It really has been fun to bring you this game tonight. We thank all of our sponsors, even if we can't mention who they are. You know who you are. And we just thank you for watching this Open Cup match. Wow, look at that. If you couldn't tell, Chattanooga totally stopped that. It was awesome. It was actually very slow, and the keeper guessed right. Sometimes you guess right on this. I think the average is about 30% of the time you're supposed to stop a penalty kick. So he had one earlier that he didn't get. If you'll recall, in the first half, he had that PK, which is how the Hammerheads first got on the board. So law of averages, if you're a Hammerheads fan. Chattanooga looking to go up 3-1 here. And they do. So if we are going by law of averages, you'd have to think on this next Hammerhead shot that they're going to get the block. I'm sorry, on the next Hammerhead save attempt. You know what I'm saying. 3-2. 3-2. Chattanooga still holds the advantage here. So what I was saying is, if you're going strictly by law of averages, you would guess that Hammerheads would stop this ball right here. Apparently their goalie isn't very big on statistics because he did not stop that ball. The advantage is now 4-2 Chattanooga. Wilmington pretty much has to get this one in. They want to bring this one up to 4-3. Give a chance to tie it up. Well, Well, Chattanooga's keeper guessed right, but he still didn't quite get it. We're at 4-3 here. Well, if Chattanooga puts this in, I think we're done. So no pressure. Greg Hartley will not be taking the fifth kick here tonight because, as we mentioned earlier, he is not here. So someone else will have to be the hero for Chattanooga. That's game. Chattanooga wins, fellas and ladies. I don't know why I said that. That was really, I should have been gender neutral. I apologize. It's been late. So Chattanooga wins 5-3 in TKs.
And fans, thank you for coming out to tonight's match here at Legion Stadium. Final score, your Wilmington Hammerheads FC 4, Chattanooga FC 6. But remember, we scored, so you score. Papa John's Pizza is offering 50% off your online purchase tomorrow using the online code Hammerheads. Again, tomorrow, Papa John's Pizza is offering 50% off your online purchase using the online code Hammerheads, and that's all day tomorrow. Please get home safely tonight, and we'll see you back for our next match at Legion Stadium on June 6th.
Well, there's the watch party. You can see it. Well, it's hard to focus in that close, but we thank everybody who watched. We thank the Wilmington Hammerheads for letting us stream tonight's game. Your final score was 1-1 at the end of regulation and both periods, and then Chattanooga wins it 5-3 in PKs.